As a teacher, it's important to make connections with all of our students. When we make connections with our students, they feel comfortable and safe in our classrooms, which allows them to focus on learning rather than on surviving. When they're relaxed, they learn better. That's why this video is focused on culturally responsive teaching for families from Pakistan. We will discuss cultural norms from Pakistan as well as some teaching strategies to help you teach children from Pakistan. Pakistan is located in southern Asia, bordering the Arabian Sea, with India to the east, Iran and Afghanistan to the west, and China to the north. Once a part of India, Pakistan is now its own country with its own people. There are many different cultures represented in Pakistan. The Punjabi people are the majority of people in Pakistan, and they tend to live in traditional homes such as this. They like to live away from the busy life of the urban areas. The next largest group are the Pashtun people, who also live away from the busy life of urban areas. The Pashtun people follow what is called the Pashtunwali Code, which is a very strict honor system. In lesser numbers, there are also the Sindhi people and the Saraiki people. The official language of Pakistan is Urdu, which is shown here. However, many people do not speak Urdu as their first language. Instead, Punjabi, shown here, is the majority language of the country. As you can see, there are many similarities between the languages, allowing for communication across the country. Other languages spoken include Sindhi and Pashto. In Pakistan, 97% of people are Muslim, and the majority of those practice Sunni Islam. In fact, Pakistan was established as an Islamic state in 1947. This is when Pakistan gained its independence from India, as India gained its independence from Britain. There are other religions practiced in Pakistan, such as Hindu and Christianity. But despite the fact that the Constitution guarantees religious freedom, these minorities are often discriminated against. In addition to being devout followers of their faith, however, Pakistani people are also extremely passionate and have wonderful celebrations, such as the Pakistani wedding shown here. Pakistani weddings last over multiple days and contain many different rituals, which all go for the celebration of the coming together of two families. As part of their faith and their passion for life, Pakistani people are known as some of the most hospitable people. It is not unusual for a stranger to invite you into their home after having just met you. This is one way that they believe they are to show their devotion to the Prophet Muhammad. When they invite people into their home, it's very often for them to offer food using the tawa that you see here to make bread, and also the tandoor oven, seen here as well. Food is the centerpiece around many family gatherings, and it's expected that guests will partake in refreshments when they are invited into someone's home. Education in Pakistan is currently a priority, as there are some inequity issues. 3 out of 10 children ages 5 to 9 are not in school, and 2 out of 8 children ages 10 to 19 have never seen a classroom. These statistics are worse for females, as it is seen as less important for them to get an education, particularly in rural areas. Many children have a difficult time getting to school as there is no public system in those rural areas. Now that we know more about Pakistani culture and how they live, it's important to use this information to inform our decisions in the classroom. The first recommendation I have for teachers with Pakistani students would be to respect their religion. Muslim young adults can be expected to pray anywhere from 3 to 5 times a day. This may interfere with classwork, but it's essential that we respect their religion and their culture, and also show that it is appreciated in our classroom. It's important to allow the students to make up any work that they would miss during these times. In addition to this, Ramadan is an entire month of fasting for Muslim students. During Ramadan, students cannot eat while the sun is out. This may mean that during lunch, students may need a classroom to pray in instead of being out in the lunchroom with the other students. This would also be a great opportunity to allow students to teach others about their religion. That way, the class is more accepting of diverse thoughts and perspectives. It will also show the Pakistani students that their culture is appreciated and respected. Although these may not be explicit instructional strategies, they are essential for ensuring that our students feel safe and comfortable in the classroom, and it allows them to learn from each other and from you. Family is another central piece of the Pakistani identity, but families in Pakistan tend to be very private. This is particularly true when discussing the female members of a family. Therefore, class assignments that require students to discuss their family or to talk about their family history may cause some students to be uncomfortable. It may be appropriate to modify these assignments so that students can discuss another history without giving up information about their families that they are uncomfortable with. Finally, as far as specific instructional strategies for students from Pakistan, explicit instruction in English is essential. Urdu, the national language of Pakistan, is a highly phonetic language. Most of the words can be sounded out as they are written, or can be accurately pronounced from their written counterparts. This is very different from English, where many of our letters have multiple sounds. This may lead to issues when students are learning to read or write in English. Explicit instruction in English vocabulary will be helpful. In fact, studies show that the more a student can speak English, the better they are at reading it, since the brain connects sounds to written words. Therefore, helping a student understand how to speak English and the many sounds that our alphabet can make will allow you to support them in their reading later on. There are also no articles in Urdu, and prepositions tend to be spoken after the noun rather than before. With this information, teachers can anticipate problems that students may have when speaking or writing in English. You can give the students meaningful, authentic practice speaking and writing in the classroom to allow them to make connections with the way that English is spoken in a real way. Not all students are the same, however, including those who are from the same country. Here are some recommendations for culturally responsive teaching, no matter where your students are from. The first and most important thing to do is make connections with the students and their families. Ensure that you have proper translators when speaking with the parents. Do not use students as translators. Send home schoolwork or announcements in the family's native language so that they can also be involved in their students' lives. Have school-wide culture days where the families can come meet other families in the school and share their cultures with each other. Another great way to make connections is to do a home visit with the family. Again, make sure that you have a proper translator if necessary. Home visits offer great insight into the areas where the school may be able to support the family. Families may also be more comfortable and share more information with educators in their own home. Finally, visiting a family in their home shows dedication to supporting them. It lets them and their children know that there is someone who will do whatever it is necessary to make them feel safe, comfortable, and included in their new culture and community. An essential part of ensuring that we are being culturally aware is understanding the background of our students and families. Some families come to the United States fleeing civil wars or religious persecution. Some students have never been in a classroom before. These traumatic events affect how the student learns in the classroom. Conversely, some students may come from extensive educational backgrounds, but the rules may be different in their home country. With this knowledge, teachers can ensure that they are supporting their students in appropriate ways, whether that be by making them feel safe in the new school, or even just helping them learn the differences in a new educational culture. Finally, a positive school climate is essential for all students and families. Inviting parents to a cultural day, as discussed earlier, is a great way to show that all cultures are appreciated and valued in your school. Ensuring that translators and information in the family's native language are readily available gives everyone the opportunity to communicate as well. Decorating the school for all holidays represented in the student body, rather than just the common United States holidays, not only shows support of all cultures, but also shows native U.S. students that it's good and appropriate to be diverse and to support others. Hopefully this presentation has been helpful in allowing you to support and connect with all your students, no matter their heritage. Here are the resources that were used for the photographs and for the information given today. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and good luck.